All right, so a lot of you have already been using Google Slides, kind of like our old Smart Notebook or whatever interactive software you have. So I'm going to show you a few more ways that you can enhance it even more. So as you can see here, I've made a slide and it's going to be an interactive slide with students. I could use this live in the classroom or on a video meeting. I've put in some coins. Used to have like an uh, infinite creator in Smart Notebook, so you could duplicate that. Well, you can do the same thing here in Google Slides once you have one. If you just hit Control D over and over and over and over again, you're going to get multiple of whatever you need, so that's not hard to do. Just get multiple. You can actually make more at once, so if I select all these at once and do a Control D, now I got all of those selected at that one time. So I'm pretty sure I have enough change here to do whatever my activity is. I've made several different slides with different fruits and their prices, what they're going to be. Once I've made all that change once, I don't have to like recreate the wheel again. If I select everything by doing that lasso, and if I Control C and then Control V, I can put all that change on each page. Now, whenever I present this live, if you were in Smart Notebook or other interactive software, you could bring up some pen tools and be able to write. Well, there are no pen tools in Google Slides. There is in the whiteboard application of Google, but it's not quite the same as Slides. So you can kind of make that extra. You can use an extension called WebPaint and bring that on. But when you're presenting, it's kind of hard with all these extra tools here and stuff like that. So actually, if you combo a couple of different extensions in one, you're going to get the perfect presentation software. Once your slides are finished, I'm going to go ahead and start WebPaint to bring that up. And that's an awesome thing because it allows you to draw on screen. And then I'm going to enact this extension called Full Screen Interactive. And the reason why I like that is it kind of gets rid of all the kind of googly stuff and allows us just to be interactive with our slides. When I do that, it's going to change the look. And notice we get this full screen layout without having all this extra room taken up by our different slides on the side. Now I'm able to move this around. I can bring my change in to make 38 cents. So we have a quarter, a dime, and we're going to need 3 pennies to make 38 cents. So I could also take my pen software and be able to write on there as well. So we have 25 and 10 and 1 and 1 and 1, and that equals 38. Now, in order to get to my next slide, you're like, well, how do I do that? I don't see my slides on the side. If I use my navigation arrows on my keyboard, I can just hit the right arrow, or the down arrow, sorry about that. Or I can just scroll on my keyboard. Let me actually do that. Okay, there we go. So if I go to the next one, it's there. So my writing is still there, but that's easy enough to do. All I have to do is erase all up here, and I've got that. Now I'm on my next slide for my banana. I can bring in 26 cents. I can go to my next slide and go to my orange, whoops, and get 56 cents if I need to. But why I like this is we get the combination of everything. We get everything in full screen, and we get to have the choice of having the pens as well to be able to do what we want. Again, you can erase everything at once just by hitting that erase. If you want to get out of this view with that full screen interactive, if I just hover my mouse around a little bit, you saw that X pop up. We're going to X out. And then to get your slides to look back the way that was, all we do is hit a Control R. And that is a refresh. You could also just use the refresh up by your URL bar to do the same thing. And now you're back to your slides format. So by using Google Slides, WebPaint, and Full Screen Interactive, you're kind of getting a Smart Notebook or interactive software all rolled into one. Give it a try.